This week on Mix It Up Monday, we're going to continue on with my little series of neutral tint and in a different color every week. So there'll be 5 in a row. Today we're going to do neutral tint and Naples yellow. So they're all both by Daniel Smith. And I already have some neutral tint here, and I'm just going to mix up this Naples yellow, another color that I rarely have used. But it's interesting, kind of peachy yellow color. I've seen it in other people's videos, and theirs looks a little different than mine, so I don't know if it's just different brands or what, but this is Daniel Smith. So I got quite a bit in there, and I'm also going to do a little bit more of the neutral tint, so I'm curious to see what we're going to get with these two colors, because I don't know what I'm expecting, but I'm thinking it's going to be kind of on the drab side, I guess is what I'm thinking of. So this is my neutral tint. So we're going to do the percentages here. So we got neutral tint, and then I'm going to put my little dots next to my percentages that we're going to use. And then we have Naples yellow, and there's my little dots, and then this will be 100% down there. Okay, so let's start out with just the neutral tint. And I'm going to rinse off my brush really well, and then just add some plain water and just kind of drag it on out, because I want to see how light it turns out, and it turns out really pretty. I love that color actually. And then I'm going to add, I'm going to make a little well, so I'm going to do 3 brushfuls, I think, of my neutral tint. And then I'm going to add 1 brushful of my Naples yellow. That looked like it might have been a little bit more than a brushful. Oh, it looks pretty good once I mixed it up. So let's try that. So I'm going to put that down, and we got a very nice charcoal gray. I'm just going to add water, clean brush and water, and bring it on out. Very beautiful gray. Like that a lot. That's bleeding down into it. We'll ignore that part. We'll look at the bottom part here. That turned out to be a very beautiful neutral gray. I do like that a lot. So now I'm going to add another brush full of my Naples yellow to get a 50-50% ratio here. Mix it up real well on my brush. Oh, look at that gray. So this looks more of a very warm gray. So rinse my brush, just clean water. I'm going to come back and bring it on out. Yeah, that's a very warm gray. Almost, I see just a tad of green almost to it. Not much, but just a little bit. So there it is. 50-50. So now I want to do 25% of the neutral tint to 75% of my Naples yellow. So I'm doing 3 brushfuls of my Naples yellow, and I'm going to get 1 brushful. Got to clean my brush out really well, because this neutral tint is strong color. 1 nice brushful of my neutral tint, which got mixed up into my yellow as it went in the bowl, but that looks about right to me. Okay, so now we're going to go here, rinse out my brush, and just bring my brush out to the end. See what we get. So it is a little bit more of a khaki kind of color That's what it looks like, khaki. That's pretty. That's a good one. That would be useful. And then here is just our 100% of the Naples yellow. And then I'm going to bring it on out. There. So that kind of looks like a straw hay color to me. Okay, so then let's see if we do our wet on wet within a shape, and then our freeform wet on wet, if we're doing like a real loose painting. So this is more controlled. I'm just going to put water inside my shape. Try to get it as even as I can. And then I'm going to just drop in here and there, a little bit Naples yellow, a little bit of my neutral tint, a little bit more, just kind of so that it drops in. Rinse my brush out, and then I can kind of see what colors I can mix with, you know, the different percentages that are already on my paper here. So we can get, you know, this real light color or a little bit darker. And then I'm also going to do it as if we're doing just a loose painting. And we're just going to drop in some color here and let it kind of do its thing. That was interesting. Kind of neat. And then if it wasn't so wet up here, I would just take it and tilt my paper so I can see. Oh, that's a little line under there that I started to make by mistake. But so I could see what it looked like. But this is really interesting. So if you were going to, you know, kind of do your edges with some wet on wet and bring it out, you can see like down here, it's got a nice mix of a little bit of that Naples yellow in with that neutral tint here. And I can see, you know, both colors in my wet on wet. And here it's settling in and it's making a pretty kind of brown with a little bit of the charcoal color in there. That's really nice too. So these are pretty neat. I didn't expect that. I just thought it was kind of just be blah and it wouldn't do too much. But I think this will be very useful because I really like the different shades, you know, kind of a gray to a khaki. Really pretty. Okay, well, I hope that you found this one fun today. If you have any suggestions for certain colors that you want, I'd love to try them for you. So just drop me a note in my comments and we'll try that one in our next series. So for the next couple weeks, we're going to do neutral tint with another color. So until next Monday, I hope that your week is filled with peace and love. Bye-bye.